The results-driven Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce invites you to connect your business with 1,000 other companies just like yours, including education and workforce development, healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, retail, nonprofit, trades and vocations, hospitality, among many others, and benefit with chamber programs and services such as government affairs, energy and economic development, small business assistance, networking opportunities, women in business programs, young people in business programs, and more. We invite your business to become a starring member of the Merrimack Valley Chamber today and see what a difference this chamber will make for you. Join your community's most trusted, effective, and...
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Bevilacqua and I am the Vice President of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. And with me is my special guest today, Dan Spinney, who is the co-owner of Case Hit Collectibles. So Dan, welcome to the show.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So I'm going to get started. For those who don't know at home, what is Case Hit Collectibles?
So Case Hit Collectibles, as it is now, is basically everything sports cards, from new sports cards to old sports cards, high-end, low-end. You know, we got singles. We've got everything that pretty much any type of collector would want to cater to their hobby.
So baseball cards, basketball cards.
Basketball, football. We got off-sport cards. Pokemon cards is blowing up, so that's been a huge thing for us.
Yep, and you're located right here in Haverhill, right next to Athens Pizza,
Right
correct?
next to Athens Pizza, 781 River Street. Talk about a great location right off the highway. You know, to be next to a staple like Athens has been pretty cool.
Sure. So I know people at home probably been hearing about baseball, baseball cards, sports cards in general. The memorabilia stuff taking off during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. You opened up your store during the height of the pandemic in November, I think, of 2020. Yep. What have you seen from the response from the general public? How have things changed over the last year as well? And anything else like that as well also?
Yeah, I mean, things have come back to earth since mid-pandemic. You know, the boom really happened as a result, I think, of nostalgia and of also people wanting to invest, right? Yep. For me, what got me back into it was somebody pulled out the Mark McGwire rookie card I could never have. And I was like, that was $500 once. He goes, $5. I go, sold. Yep. And so from then on, I understood what the nostalgia was. You know what I mean? Sure. Not being kind of out of the sports card game for a long time. That got me right back into it. So what I've seen is that repetitive thing that gets people back in. Then they're like, oh, there's value now. Now they can watch the playoffs and they can get a rookie card of someone and see that go up and down as they play. And just that type of dynamic has been really fun to kind of be a part of.
Well, I think the cool thing is when I come into the store every now and then, what I see is there's kids there who are spending a couple dollars on cards here and there. Yep. And then there's people, people that are spending thousands of dollars on cards. Right. So there's something for everyone, really.
Exactly.
What do you see in the store? Do you see families coming in? Do you see families getting involved? Do you see people who want to invest in cards? You mentioned people who just want to collect. What has your experience been since opening the store? What have you seen?
It's a lot of family stuff because parents will come in with their kids because they're hounding me for Pokemon, right? Yeah. And then they go over and they're like, wow, these are for a lot of money. My sister has some Pokemon cards. I'm going to bring those in. I might have some in before they know it. They've got some money in their pocket. And then they're going, wait a minute, I remember that card the same way as me from when I was a kid. So now they're all getting back involved. They'll say, oh, I don't understand about the Pokemon, but I understand that. So everyone's got their own niche and we try to cater to each, person. So everyone has an option and everyone can kind of be, involved.
I think one of the great things, too, is that you mentioned when you were a kid, you saw the Mark McGwire card. Now, that one's gone down a lot in value, so you can afford it. Right. But a lot of these cards have gone up in value. Right. And I think what's brought a lot of people back into, the sports cards, this hobby, is that they couldn't afford certain things when they were kids. Right. Now they have jobs. Right. Now they have money, and now they can spend money. So you see people coming in looking for stuff that they couldn't really get as a kid. Now they're able to, get that. Really drives their fire for the hobby now.
For sure. Now they're getting the modern version of that. Where that Mark McGwire card was $500. Now you can get an autographed rookie card of a Jason Tatum for that same $500, which now even makes more sense. Oh, now it's autographed, And then now as the playoffs are going on, things like that go up and down and all around. So it's a fun little gambly aspect to it, a little bit of camaraderie. Sure. And, feeling a part of the team or whatever. Everyone finds their niche within.
Yeah, when you're watching the games, you can say, I have that guy's card. Let's see how
I tell everyone when they buy a big card, I'm like, now you got to go home. Yeah. Make a nice steak, put the card out, watch the game, and you watch your card go up.
Oh, that's great. Do you buy collections too? Do you have people coming in, maybe had some stuff since they were kids, maybe had some stuff now that they want to look to move? Right. Do you buy collections as well?
We do. And no appointment necessary. We're open 7 days a week, 12 to 7. You can come by, bring collections, single cards, stuff like that. We'll look through it. I wouldn't call us professional appraisers. We try to use, we have a few avenues that we can see as a secondhand market to try and at least educate people.
Give a fair value.
Give a fair value of where they're at. And then, we tell a lot of people you want to sell it yourself, you can get full value on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace.
So you'll give them the different options available. If they want the cash right then.
Exactly.
They can sell right to you.
Exactly.
So.
Yep.
So do people need to make appointments for that, or can they just stop by the store anytime?
No appointments. You just pop in. Like I said, 7 days a week, 12 to 7 p.m. right next to Athens. Just surprise us, bring stuff by, and we'll, at least have a conversation. And like a lot of the times, it'll be that same nostalgic you don't have a ton of money, but you got a lot of cool Bo Jacksons, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Or vice versa, some guy brought in a bunch of what were 50-cent cards, and I flipped it over, and there was a Michael Jordan rookie card. I said, you have a mortgage payment right here.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, even if you don't have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff, at least you're gonna know what you have. Right. You're gonna learn from the experts, and you can go on from there.
Right.
So what else do you have in the store? You mentioned you have baseball cards, you have Pokemon cards. What else do you have to offer there? Do you have autographs, stuff like that as well?
Yeah, we have some memorabilia. That stuff we're going to be doing a little revamp soon to kind of tighten up the inventory to really cater to what people want, taking requests, things like that, so that we can kind of make sure we're not too inventory heavy on things people don't want.
So if someone comes in, they say, I'm looking for a Larry Bird autograph. Is that something you can,
look for
them, connect them with someone?
Absolutely. We have different avenues. I can just get on the phone and just say, hey, and then send them some pictures, some options. We've done that for a lot of people.
How has the store changed, during the pandemic? You opened in November 2020, as we said, and congratulations for choosing to open during the pandemic, letting people come in, see the different collections available. How has your store changed, or you as a business owner, how has it changed for you guys there since you started the store in 2020?
Well, the one thing I tell people is the ability to change and move is the most important thing within this hobby, because the ways people collect, the types of players people collect changes sometimes by the day. So I've seen the hobby go from kind of out of control when nobody really knew values, because there was a lot of prospecting on guys who'd never even stepped on the basketball court or on a baseball field before. Whereas now it's kind of come back to earth, and you get a little bit of information, then you make your kind of assessment from there. So it's leveled out to the point where now, as store owners, we can give better information. As collectors, people are not having as much regret in what they're buying, which wins for everyone, because now they're just more educated. That's what I'd say. It's become a much more educated field, which is good, because then together we kind of all cultivate the collections we want. You know?
Now, one of the cool things about learning from about your store in the past few months is that you have the brick and mortar store. People can go in right next to Athens Pizza. They can shop right there. But you also are starting a show on a new app called Whatnot. Tell us a little about that, and how can people at home participate in that?
Right. So Whatnot is a new app. It's available. It's a 24/7 free app where you sign up. And you just enter rooms, and there's auctions, there's card breaks of boxes and things like that. And basically, without having to leave your couch, you can start bidding on cards that you otherwise would have had to go on eBay for and wait 5 days. Instead of now it's 30 seconds, and you're finding out whether you won or lost this card. Our Whatnot name is at Case Hit Collect. Pretty simple, same as our Instagram. And we're going to be trying to go 7 days a week. We're at about 3 days a week right now at night. But the possibilities are endless. If you follow us on there, there'll be updates. Also, same as Instagram, we'll be updating all of our Whatnot schedules, and take it from there.
So how do people find out more about your business as well? You're online, and tell everyone home what your Instagram is, telephone number.
Our website is chcollectibles.com. That's going to be getting a whole new revamp, as well as the store. Our Instagram is the easiest way to get in touch with me personally. At Case Hit Collect, and you just shoot a message, goes right to me, and that's any questions. Pretty much anything. You can take
pictures of cards.
People do that all the time. So that's the easiest way to get in touch with me personally and with the store.
Now, parents can bring kids by as well. They can look through the different boxes you have there to dig through stuff, make a pile of cards they like also, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And we even have down to a 10-cent bin, which isn't just junk. It's
only 10 cents a card.
10 cents a card.
So for 10 cards, only $1 you can buy.
Exactly. So. Yeah, and we have a lot of cards that are $1 and $2 in there, because we want to move it, but also to get people at an affordable rate. Now they can get 20 cards. Instead of being $20 for 20 cards they don't really need, they can now get it for a lot cheaper.
And you were telling me, it's not like the guys that don't never play. It's the guys that are, superstars.
Right. It's a bunch of rookies, tons of superstars from the 90s, 2000s, even up to today. So
yeah. Now, we've heard, I know a lot of people at home probably see in the papers, about Tom Brady cards selling for millions of dollars. What are your thoughts on that? How, does every card sell like that, or is there a wide range?
There's definitely a wide range. You can get, a Tom Brady card for 50 cents and you can get it for $5 million. It's
that big of a range.
It's that big of a range. And I think the beautiful thing about the ones that sell for $5 million is now it gives the chance for the collector that bought a card for $50 to go, hey, mine might go up to 100. Because anytime you got a market that's driven like that, there's interest in this. The potential for growth in this hobby is exponential. I think the average person doesn't even know they like sports cards yet. I forgot I loved them as I did as a kid until I saw that card and went, you know what I mean? And it was just like, oh my God,
Yep. Now you mentioned opening packs of cards or boxes of cards. Yep. What does that mean? What's opening a pack of cards? What's opening a box of cards?
So opening a box of cards is kind of like a mystery thing. Most of us did it as a kid. Way back in the day, they had the bubble gum in there. You were looking for,
Do they still put gum in cards?
They don't anymore, as far as I know. It's probably a liability.
Yeah, you probably don't try that from like the 80s anymore.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that gum. But it's kind of it's become something that on the lower end you're just kind of doing it for fun. On the higher end, it gets into the like scratch ticket type element. That's how I explain it to people. They're like, what's the difference between a $100 box and a $1,000 box? I'm like, well, in the $100 box you can get a $500 card, and the $1,000 box you can get a $5,000 card.
Sure. And
from there, kind of telling them to use that kind of math to make it all make sense.
So there's an opportunity to get those, $100,000, $1,000 cards. Not that it happens often, I'm sure, but there is almost like it's almost like a lottery ticket in a way. So.
Exactly. Yep.
But you were telling me earlier you make your own boxes as well, where every box is sort of you're going to get something good.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about how do people buy those?
Yeah, we created something called the Power Box. What was happening was a lot of our customers were getting disappointed with the main manufacturing company that makes cards. And we were buying so many collections, we're like, why don't we just take the best cards, make our own box, put an autograph or a patch card of a guy's shirt in each box, and then put one big card per 50 boxes that's worth $500. They're $40 a box. So you're going to get at least your value from the rookies, what's called parallels, which is the shiny cards, stars and all that into every box. So you're getting at least your value.
You get a good mix.
Right. So you're getting at least your value. And it's awesome to see that product has become our most popular.
Yeah.
To go up against the big dogs and just have people going.
And how much are those? How much are those are relatively cheaper than the other ones.
$40 a box.
So that's cool because people can go in. It's some especially for kids who are starting on the hobby. It's on the cheaper side. They can go get them there, see what's inside of them, and it's almost that fun way for everyone to get more involved.
And the variety. So we try to put almost every type of set in there. So they can go, so what set is this?
Sure.
Well, that's this product, and kind of.
Now, you mentioned, I think a lot of people remember the card, like you said with the gum. Yeah. They have the cards and they have all the same back in the day. But now the cards, from what you were telling me, are really cool. They have autographs on them.
Yep.
And then what are jersey and patch cards?
So a jersey or patch card is basically if you took this jersey after this sweatshirt after we were done and cut it up and you made my own card and you put a little piece of it, so it'd be
you're saying that like if Tom Brady wore a jersey in like an NFL game, they would take that jersey and then cut it up into little pieces.
Put a little piece.
So you could own a piece of a Tom Brady jersey card
that had his very sweat on it.
Wow. Hopefully they wash it first. So. Right. And they also have autograph cards.
Correct. Yep.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So they have like the rookie autographs and
then the variations from there. You're basically like. Everyone's going to find something they like, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
And so people can go buy the boxes, they can buy the packs, or you have those individual cards out there also that people could buy.
Yep. Yeah, we do a lot in the individual cards, and that's what I tell the new collector, anyone looking to get into this. What team do you like? What player do you like? What sport do you like to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, I like to watch basketball. I think Steph Curry's. Get a Steph Curry card.
Yeah.
Because people get the boxes. They
Take
don't
out
get
the
what
risk.
they want.
Take out
and then
the
they
risk,
go,
so.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? Take out the risk. Maybe get a pack of cards.
Yeah.
But also get something you like. Get a rookie card of somebody you like so you can kind of follow it and have some fun with it.
Do you see like the way kids collect from the way adults collect differ at all, or?
It's a lot different. A lot of the adults are going for the home run swing.
Sure.
They're going for that. We've taken a bit more gamble in life as adults, so they're like, all right, let's take another one. Whereas some of the kids are the most educated collectors ever. They pay attention to who's in the playoffs, what's going on. They'll poke through my $5 box and go, oh, he didn't put this over to the $10 box yet. I'll take that.
Yeah.
They bring it up. I'm like,
good
you
catch.
sniped it. You found it, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of educated kids out there for the next generation of collecting.
And you mentioned kids, you mentioned adults going to the store. If someone's watching at home saying, should I stop by? Who are the type of people that who you would say should stop by the store? I mean, it could be anyone, obviously.
Anybody.
But
I mean, anybody who's, I was going to say interested in sports, but you don't even have to be. You can be interested in Pokemon. Like I said, if you want to get into kind of the chancy element, you've got that. If you want to just spend we got guys that come in and poke through that $10 bin, 10-cent bin, 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
And they just have built a collection of all Yankees, of all Red Sox for next to nothing.
So you can help them get the teams they want and the players they want.
Absolutely.
At a low affordable cost, or even more expensive depending on what they're looking for.
And we buy collections every day. We're sorting through collections every day. So people come in every day to check what did they put out today.
You're putting new stuff out every day, so
literally every day. Sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm switching up.
As we close out the episode right here, what's your favorite part about being in the store? I know you're almost there 7 days a week. You and your partner Mike. What are your favorite parts about being in the store?
I mean, for me, it's just seeing kind of what we've done grow and change. With the people coming in who have been doing this for years and years, and they go, I really like this place. And we still don't, we know what we're doing, but we're still learning.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I think that's my favorite thing is interacting with people going, how can I be better as a sports card store owner, but also as a business owner and a contributor to this town and what's going on. I mean, it's just the beginning of what's to come.
Well, we appreciate you being members of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce as well. You've been since the day you've opened, so thank you for that. One last time, tell everyone at home your Instagram, your any social media, your website, anything you like to add.
Yep. So Case Hit Collectibles, 781 River Street in Haverhill, right next to Athens Pizza. We're in the middle unit. CH Collectibles, collectibles with an I.com is our website. Instagram at Case Hit Collect. Shoot me a message directly. I'll get back to you as quick as I can. And our Whatnot, which is now going to be a huge selling platform, is also at Case Hit Collect.
Got right on your sweater there, Sal.
Right. Yep. There it is.
Well, thank you again for being part of the show. We
Mike.
appreciate you being part of the community right here in Haverhill and the Merrimack Valley. And thank you again for your time today.
Thanks.
And thank you all for watching another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.